Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I know you're excited. I'm excited to talk about this. I have a speculation, a conspiracy, and some hype for you. I think that a Tranzit, Die Rise, and Buried reimagining could be so perfect here in Black Ops 4, and I think if there's a time to do it, it would fit perfectly with what Treyarch has in mind. When you look at the Aether maps that we do have in Black Ops 4, they're reimaginings. This isn't like the Giant from Black Ops 3 where it was just a remake of Doris. No, this is a completely different reimagining of Mob of the Dead as Blood of the Dead with more areas to explore and a entirely different theme and crew and all that. Same thing with Classified. You can go in more areas. You can go to completely different areas, new crew, different story, continuation of the story. It's fantastic. And we're getting speculation about Buried coming in Blackout, and we did have that leak with the leaker saying that Nuketown Zombies was returning. And I'm just saying to myself, how perfect would it be to have, there's only 5 maps left, Call the Dead, Nuketown, Tranzit, Buried, Die Rise, that haven't been released as Zombie Chronicles last year, or in Black Ops 3 as the Giant, or reimagined here in Black Ops 4. Only 5 of those left, and we might get Nuketown. I don't know about Call of the Dead, but if we got Tranzit, Buried, and Die Rise within Black Ops 4 reimagined, that's specific, that's important, reimagined, that could be awesome. Now, the meat of this story, for me at least, is Tranzit, because whenever we talk about Tranzit, we always think of the downsides. We always think of the stuff that we wish were different. There have been videos upon videos upon videos of what is wrong with Tranzit. This is the perfect time for Treyarch to take that and reimagine it. It's not like Zombie Chronicles where they're just updating it with better graphics and that sort of stuff and better systems. This is a complete reimagining. They have shown with Classified and with Blood of the Dead that they have the right to change things about these maps, either to make them bigger, better, or different, or whatever it takes. Now is the time for Treyarch to change the fog, to change how the bus works, to change how Pack-a-Punch works, to add different areas, to add a secret underground tunnel, to change denizens in a special way, to make the fog move around different parts of the map so that denizens, this is the time for Treyarch to capitalize and make make Tranzit a good map. Jason Blundell has said, when remaking 5, his crew questioned him, why 5? No one really liked 5. It's not a big popular map. And he said, Jason Blundell said, exactly. That's exactly why I want to reimagine it. That's exactly why I want to change it. I want to make it a map that people love, and that's exactly what he did with Classified. Imagine doing that for the most hated, memeable, awful, objectively bad zombies map that you have ever created. That would be awesome. I'm getting excited thinking about the possibility of this happening, but it doesn't even stop there, because the second worst map, for a lot of people at least, not for me personally, Die Rise. Think about Die Rise. What was missing from Die Rise? What was the one thing that people wanted in Die Rise that was kind of technically in It was PhD. People wanted PhD. What do we have in Black Ops 4? We got PhD, baby. We got PhD. We got different perks. We have different stuff. They could add in different levels. You can jump between different buildings. We got the buildable system. Oh, the buildable system would be fantastic for Tranzit. Can you just go back to Tranzit? Like walking around the forest instead of going to the workbench every time to get the wonder weapon, which they could probably buff, by the way. Instead of just scattering all that, you just do once around, you build. Oh, this could be fantastic. You can bring back the Sliquifier. You can bring back jumping jacks and the free extra perks again. Galvanuckles could come back. Guys, this is the time. This is the time. If this happens, this would be perfect. This would win back the community from the negative feedback that Black Ops 4 has gotten. This could be game-changing. On top of that, you could probably even purchase the elevators. You can manually move the elevators. That was like the second biggest criticism of Die Rise. That's my first criticism of Die Rise. I hate the elevator system. So if you could spend points or use a key to move it to your level, move it to the bottom level, and do whatever you wanted with it, That'd be fantastic, and especially with all the new elixirs and the new perks you can use nowhere but there on that. Oh my goodness, this could be so much fun. I can't really say too much about Buried. I haven't really played it much. I think all I did was spawn in on it one time, play it for like 2 minutes, and that's it. But, you know, it's generally a good, considered a good map, especially here lately in the past couple years. But, you know, I'm sure there's other fun stuff that they can do with that. The purpose of this video is to get you to open up your minds. How could they reimagine these maps? What could they add to make these maps better? What could they change to make these maps more playable and more enjoyable? What crew could come back? You know, we could have the Victus crew again. That would be amazing in this alternate timeline where Revelations has gone through and it's changed things now. That would be so fantastic because they've taken the license to say, hey, we can change these maps. We can add different characters. We can add different areas. This is not like Zombie Chronicles where they're trying to stay true to what the map originally was. No, this is a new take on an old map. This idea gets me so excited. The ability to have all of these maps within the past couple games, especially in Black Ops 4 with this new perk system, it would just be so cool to see, and it'd be so game-changing to see this new system on old maps, and it'd be so much fun for me. Tell me your guys' thoughts. I want to know, would you guys be happy about that? And what changes would you make to old maps to make them even better here in Black Ops 4? Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.